shit crazy. What's going on, family? How y'all doing out there today, man? Hope all is well. You already know the deal, man. You already know. Everything is great. So, weeks we out here doing nothing. Sweet. This drama, nothing. That's all we do. That's all we do. That's how we do. Day all day. And we do. Rob my tailcoat, get your caps. Good. And I'm back with the best baseball cap. Get rough. You know we Dugger. Yo. Salute. We buzzing off, huh? Yeah. Alright. What's going on, brother? Caught another one. Yes, sir. Yes, you did. Right on time. Salute. You know what it do, man. We in the building, man. Word. Facts, though. Yo, sit tight with me, you heard? My boy, I was strolling. How's the day going? Man, it's going, man. Over here, it looked like it want to rain. It rained a little bit. But other than that, it's all good. You already know I'm happy to be in the building with you, brother. Hey, yo, give me a minute, though. You heard? Don't sit tight. I gotta grab these bags real quick. Bring these bags in the crib real quick, you heard? We definitely gonna be in the building, man. Hopefully I can get my own laptop. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it's good.
All right.
I made it back.
That's right. Oh yeah. Glasses comfortable?
Huh?
Since your glasses comfortable, they look good on you. Oh yes, they do. They fit real good. Okay now. All right, on man, you better watch it. Better watch it.
I said thank you.
Oh, but how you saying that though? You say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not from that other side, right? Well, that's what it is. You just want to fight all the time. I'm going like with a fight for.
Come on, kid, stop the run, man. Stop the run.
Okay. He can't help himself, man.
turn so much. Way too much. They ain't had your sauce. You took his other one from up there. This sweet and sour.
I put it in the thing. He used it up. What?
I go. I put it through. All right. Keep it open.
What's up, man? You need a ball? Back, go over the more.
That was the favorite. Yeah, both of y'all. That's it. No more chicken nuggets for the rest of the week. Come on, have a seat. Go back to the paper that one. I don't want to say y'all got no excuse. I got this one. Come these boy. Knucklehead.
Chapa. Trying to hit the op. Trying to hit the op. Oh shit. Remember I told you behind the scene. Facts. Laugh out loud, yeah. That's a fact. Always with the fam, man. You know, the family guy. Yeah. Always gotta protect the ones you meet. You feel me? That's a fact. So you gotta be around them. Talk that, but you know, not really bad. What's going on out there, family? Nothing wrong with that. Big brat, big guy. Yeah. No? Kind of crazy up on them YouTube streets. No truck today. Nah, no work today, man. No calls today, no nothing. It's just slow. Just wait for my big break.
This is bad. Really, really, really bad. If you haven't heard already, earlier this morning, the so the
Yeah,
feds have been
YouTube
messing with
news,
them
man.
for a very long time, and they would
me.
The big U shit, you know.
So you already know the answer.
I don't know.
That's taking over. That's taking over right now, man. They trying to send Big U down forever.
Hold on.
You're talking.
that Big U was being investigated for a federal RICO. And he would tell 600 that the federal RICO was stemming from a hot one out of town. And by hot one, he means a murder that took place out of town.
600, that go back to you.
I'm talking about whatever you want to talk about. I got insight, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with Brick at this time. I was his savior to bring it back to the hood. He's telling me
I guess that's what they talking about on here, because that's what they trying to get this guy, right? That Rico, right? That shit is nuts. It's like they getting one person after another. Like, they ain't even letting up. Like, after this, who else? The fuck? That's crazy.
Bro, he's telling me, man, the feds be on all your videos, bro. They like, man, Lovejoy gives us a tour of the hood every day.
He telling
They
me.
watch all your videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? Why do I watch my video? Like, whatever. But he's like, yeah, bro. They found the chop. I'm like, okay. So I didn't really think nothing of it because, like I told you, my whole stance with him at that point was he never told before this. So I just assumed that he was in some hot grease and he had whatever he had coming from the legal system. So I never.
People gotta learn how to keep their business to themselves. That's how they get caught. Facts. Shit, nowadays, everybody fucking want to be in a game. Everybody, this is everybody's dream, though, to grow up and get indicted. Shit is nuts. I don't get it. Telling on themselves. Word's wrong. Damn, so you think Dirk gonna snitch? All them niggas talking though, man. Now this is all this shit is about. Now everybody talking now. Ain't no code to the streets no more. You heard? Ain't no code, man. Smart criminal. At least be a smart. I'm gonna pin that one. Gotta at least be a smart. You feel me? That's true, man. That's real, bro. They bugging. They wilding. They probably gonna cut this live because I
Never
don't
followed up on him. Till time start going by, like, nigga, what's up with that case? They start going around it. You know
No, 600. Your first red flag was when he started telling you the feds was telling him about Big U.
Oh,
Feds don't
so
just
yeah,
go to
so-
telling you unless you
So that's what he telling me. He like, bro, Big E on fire, bro. It's ugly for Cuz. They want Cuz in jail. They got a RICO on him. I'm like, yeah? He like, no, but you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's a Big U RICO, not a 6-0 RICO. Everybody who he been dealing with. They tied Cuz to a house went out the way. I'm like, ooh. He said, yeah, it's ugly. I'm like, damn.
That's the thing the family
Hey,
called.
Flacco, you see what we be saying?
Whoa, who's that Flacco guy? I don't know who he is, bro. No, not this guy, bro. Not Flacco. Hey, bro. I don't know nothing. The hot one out of town, aka the murder out of town that they're referring to, is the 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn Williams is the best friend of Big U's son. Rayshawn Williams lives with Big U at some point. Now, Rayshawn Williams was found dead in a ditch with multiple bullet wounds in Vegas in 2021. Late last week, Christopher Lovejoy, aka 600, would actually take to social media to reveal that the family of Rayshawn Williams told him that the police located Big U's DNA under Rayshawn Williams' fingernails.
Man, we got some pretty disturbing news.
Oh shit! What?
I remember a couple of days ago when I mentioned that case where the kid, the football player, you know, Big U's son's best friend played on the football team who was living with Big U was killed. And it was saying that Big U didn't show up to the funeral, never contacted the mother for any type of support, anything. Just blocked her and everything, right? It was just like, damn, bro, like you always say if you know anything about these gang murders to give you the information. But when the football player is the best friend of your son who was living with you turns up dead, you don't want nothing to do with nothing, right? So the news came out today, this morning. The mother said that Big U has been denying to give his DNA. So they had to send a warrant to get Big U's DNA. You want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on his son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA, came back on her son's fingernails.
WAC 100 will follow this up by posting a call between himself and the family of Rayshawn Williams, where they are alerting WAC 100 that the police plan on arresting Big U in late March, early April.
You gotta go pay the conspiracy. So,
Yes, they touched my brother's nails.
okay, so, that's bad work.
So that means my brother.
Now that's what y'all been hearing. This what ain't nobody heard. Let me find this shit.
This shit is nuts, bro. All I see. Hey, yo, at the end of the day, though, right? At the end of the day, all I see is a lot of self-destruct. You heard? I'm gonna commend WAC, though. You know why? Because he came in this motherfucker like, yo, I ain't this, I ain't that, yo. The man was on some, damn. Would you see that, though? And WAC and Big U, they had a chance to really make history. They could have stopped a lot of stuff going on out there in them LA streets, man. You feel me? Like on both sides, like on the street sides and in the entertainment side. But it's like, yo, we get too big-headed sometimes, like, and it's like, yo, I have to be at the top of the totem pole. And I guess WAC wasn't having that, like, you feel me? And, you know, now, what I am going to say, though, I remember WAC saying that somebody was doing some talking and the feds was, and motherfuckers showing them the card and shit like that, but that's here there, man. But this violence on each other, man, the brothers on brothers violence got to stop, man. You heard? It ain't even brothers. It's like, because, you know what I mean? It's like, it's us against the government, man. And y'all keep letting the government win by destroying each other. We got to govern our own selves, man. We got to be grown folks out here, man. While we fighting over crumbs. It's crazy, man. Oh, yeah.
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody. They don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the end of March, the beginning of April.
He told WAC don't tell nobody, but WAC told the entire internet. Now, WAC's explanation for this is he had to tell the internet because if he didn't, people will look at him a certain way. But right on cue, everything that's been discussed on the internet over the last year and a half surrounding Big U, Brig Baby, Rayshawn Williams, and everything that Luke Cannon, it all came to fruition, even down to the exact arrest date. Right on cue, the feds announced the federal indictment of Big U and 18 other Rolling 60 associates this morning.
Good morning. I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., known as Big U, who used his contacts, leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise. An enterprise that engaged in murder,
This mother right here.
robbery, human trafficking, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement.
We will learn several things during this press conference. We will learn that the feds have been looking at the podcast in LA. They've been looking at several LA podcasts before they're taking out everything. So if you've been speaking on an LA podcast as
What's going on, y'all?
over the last 4 years,
hit that like for me, y'all.
Let's
get 6 likes.
You are in trouble.
That like for your boy.
Would also alert that this entire investigation, this entire RICO investigation,
or don't,
Big U and his associates and his business dealings, all started with the murder of Rayshawn Williams. When they began to investigate the murder of Rayshawn Williams in 2021, that's when the investigation of Big U and the Rolling 60 started. Now, the feds will officially say that Big U is responsible for the death of Rayshawn Williams, in their opinion.
As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the Rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet talk shows and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained
and Brick Baby gonna be his Code D, huh? And Brick gonna be his
somebody who gives back
she might be crazy.
Funding a South LA based charity, developing options.
You wanted to go viral, buddy. Here you go. Everybody posting this shit, Big U.
And escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas.
Definitely about to go down as one of those dudes.
A very different picture. It is one of a murder.
But you a fighter. You a born fighter, so you know what I mean? This ain't your first rodeo, so you know. I know you gonna give him hell. I know you gonna give him hell, like yeah. Cause you know that law. Or you gonna know somebody. You gonna run into somebody that know that law. You know what I mean?
He then attempted to evade.
You want some people come through, but you know, I see that, man.
Including ordering witnesses.
I mean, come on, he was in the community giving back.
Let's run through the murder of Rayshawn Williams and exactly why they're tying Big U to the murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn was signed to Big U's record label, Unique Music.
What they got to do with anything?
January 20th, 2021, Big U sent Rayshawn Williams to Vegas to record music in a Grammy-nominated studio. He got an Airbnb for Rayshawn Williams, and he paid for the studio time for a week. Rayshawn Williams was to record a bunch of music, and afterwards, Big U would choose which music he can get behind, according to the affidavit. But according to the document,
hey yo, so you trying to tell me that Big U on some old Five Heartbeats Big Red shit, huh? What the fuck? He throwing niggas off the balcony though, huh? God damn. This nigga said fly off the rooftop. Excuse my French, y'all. This is crazy. I don't understand, man. Go ahead, man. I don't know if this guy Poetic Flacco is freaking bull crapping or what, but you know, all right. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you that.
When Rayshawn Williams got to Vegas, he really wasn't taking advantage of being able to record in a Grammy-nominated studio. He will record one day, take the next day off. They won't see him the following day. He come back, and then they don't see him again. So the Grammy-nominated studio, right, one of the employees contacted Big U, and they let Big U know, hey, bruh, you paying for studio time, but homie ain't really coming to record like that. Big U being really annoyed according to the court documents.
He must have ain't like that shit. That shit must have been whack. He must well, what? Yo, you was in here all the time. I could just see, yo. He like, yo, he crazy this nigga out. Like, yo, so you mean to tell me I paid for this Airbnb? I paid for all this stuff. What? He started tripping on niggas like, yo, what? Like, man, get this nigga out of there. Throw that nigga off the bridge.
With one of his right-hand men who goes by Robinson. So Big U and Robinson hopped in the car and they drove to Vegas. Big U popped up at Rayshawn Williams' Airbnb at about 2 a.m. on January 24th. When confronted by Big U for being lazy and not recording, Rayshawn Williams would tell Big U that he didn't go to the studio a couple of days because he didn't have a ride to the studio. It's unclear exactly how that discussion went, but it couldn't have went too bad because Big U will still schedule a studio session for 7 p.m. that day. And Rayshawn Williams would join Big U at the studio a couple hours later, around like 9-ish p.m. So Rayshawn Williams and Big U went to the studio, according to the documents, and they recorded records and heard the other records that Rayshawn Williams had recorded, and they left the studio around 12:30 a.m. Officials believe that Big U turned off his phone shortly after leaving the studio with Rayshawn Williams because Big U's phone stopped reporting data shortly after 12:30 a.m. But officials will say they know that Big U drove the vehicle with Rayshawn Williams in it back to the Airbnb because around 1:13 a.m. they arrived at the Airbnb according to the surveillance footage, and Rayshawn Williams got out of the vehicle and went inside and grabbed all of his belongings, despite the fact that Rayshawn Williams' flight wasn't scheduled until the following day, and the Airbnb checkout wasn't scheduled until the following day. So Rayshawn Williams grabbing all of his belongings from out the house was kind of suspicious according to officials, but he grabbed all of his belongings and got back into the vehicle with Big U according to the officials. Per the Airbnb footage, Rayshawn Williams and Big U would drive off together. Big U's phone wouldn't come back on or start pinging information until about 2:15 a.m. A witness at the studio would say that Big U returned back to the studio without Rayshawn Williams at 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, the witness would say that Big U was drenched in sweat, and when they asked Big U what he was doing, he said that he just left the gym. About 6 hours later, Rayshawn Williams' body was found in a ditch near North Vegas at about 9 a.m. According to officials, they have a witness account of the altercation. According to officials, they have a witness account of the altercation.
Family.
But they don't have the footage of the altercation.
My apologies. Yo, my
Because
phone
shortly after Rayshawn's body was found,
dead,
Big U instructed the studio to delete or remove all equipment that was in the studio the night that the altercation took place, as well as delete all the surveillance footage. So they don't have the footage of the actual altercation, but they have a first-hand account of it. And that's why they're charging Big U with the murder of Rayshawn Williams.
Answer questions when he was down there. They asked him when the last time you saw this person or this person, that person, and he told them, 6 months, a year. Nigga, it's not believable that a human being went that long without washing their hands because your skin get up under his nails. You know,
all right, family.
so
Hey, y'all stay posted, man. And
DNA, but that ain't even
I'm gonna go back live in a little bit. Let me do my phone charge today. The 20th. We'll go back live. We're gonna talk about this shit, man. We're gonna see what's up, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, we gotta fix this shit, bro.
I don't know
For
about
real.
them 6 months.
This shit whack as hell, man. They're taking all out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn. I mean, we gotta chill out too. It ain't just
6
them.
months is hard to believe, especially if this is
Yeah, we
somebody
got to
who
fall
used to
back,
live with you.
man.
This is somebody who was signed to your label.
And let God
Not
work. You
seeing
feel
them
me?
in 6 months, but they're signed to you is kind of
Stop
like
being thirsty for this
I don't
money
know
like
about
that, man.
But in terms of the DNA, there has been some misinformation
bullshit,
being spread about Big U's DNA being found under the fingernail of Rayshawn Williams. The truth
don't make
about
no
that
sense,
is
bro.
they did indeed get Big U's DNA.
But
And they did
I'm gonna
indeed
catch
test
y'all on the
it.
next one.
Now, the DNA results came
Probably
back
like in an hour or two.
inconclusive, but we can't exclude him completely. Meaning, Rayshawn Williams probably had multiple people's DNA under his fingernails, right? He probably had his girl, had his mom, had